Hello, I am Shweta Gupta. Welcome to biology class. Today we will talk about the nutrition in human beings. As we all know, human beings are omnivores in nutrition. That is, they take in both plant food and animal food. The nutrition in human being takes place through the human digestive system. And the human digestive system consists of a group of organs such as mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine and larynx. So this organ together form alimentary canal. Alimentary canal which starts with the mouth and ends at the anus. It is a high tubular part. Okay, it is about 9 meter long, especially in small intestine. It is about in 6.5 meter long. Now, the nutrition in human being includes various steps. We will now describe the various steps of nutrition. First, ingestion. Second, digestion. Third, absorption. Fourth, assimilation. And last, egestion. So first of all, what is ingestion? Means intake of food. The food is put into the mouth with the help of our hand. Second is, what is digestion? You know, we take a very complex form of food. For example, we eat wheat, rice, meat. All are in a very complex form. The food that we eat cannot be utilized as such in a body. It must be digested, it must be changed into simple soluble form to get absorbed by the blood, okay, for distribution into the body. So, digestion means it is the conversion of complex form of food into simple soluble form with the help of enzyme. Enzyme, it is a protein, it is a biocatalyst which play a key role, okay, which play a key role in the digestion. Now, digestion starts from the mouth. Mouth contains three parts: teeth, tongue and salivary gland. Teeth, which help the cut of food into a smaller pieces, shaped and grinded. Means teeth help in the physical digestion. Second is salivary gland. There are three pairs of salivary gland. First, parotid gland, below pinna, below ear. Second, sublingual gland, below tongue. And third is submaxillary gland to the angle of lower jaw. All three are ducted gland which produces saliva. Saliva makes up the food thoroughly, and saliva contains an enzyme which digests the starch into sugar, and also contain lysoenzyme which kill the germs. Now, slightly digested food passes into the pharynx. Pharynx is a common part of digestive tract and respiratory tract. Means when food comes into the pharynx, at this time the valve of epiglottis covered the windpipe closes, which prevent the food from entering the respiratory tract. Okay. Now, food comes into esophagus. Esophagus does not contain any digestive gland. The epithelial wall of esophagus secretes mucus which lubricate the food. Okay, which lubricate the food means this helps in the moving of food forward. Now, with the help of peristaltic movement, food comes into the stomach. There is a sphincter which regulates the entry of food from the esophagus into the stomach. Now, stomach it looks like J. Okay, the bag-like structure, which stores food for 3 to 4 hours. Now, the wall of stomach. The wall of a stomach undergoes periodic contraction. This churns the food, the contained food, and breaks into smaller particles and mixes it thoroughly with the gastric juice. Gastric juice, which secreted by the inner lining of the stomach. And gastric juice contains acial, mucus, pepsin, renin, gastric lipase. Acial, which provides acidic medium, which activates the enzyme. Acial kill the germs and also prevent infection. Mucus. Mucus protect the stomach wall from the acid because mucus is basic medium, provide basic medium, is a basic nature. Now, third, pepsin. Pepsin secrete in inactive form, pepsinogen, and acyl activate this pepsinogen into pepsin. Then pepsin digests protein into the peptides. Now, renin also secreted in the prorenin form, inactive form, and acyl activates prorenin into the renin. Then renin digests milk protein casein into calcium paracasein in soluble form. And last is gastric lipase, which digests fat into fatty acid and glycerol. Okay? Now, partially digested food comes into small intestine, which is regulated by the sphincter. Okay, which releases in a small amount of food into the small intestine. Small intestine receives two secretion. Okay, first from liver and second from pancreas. And digestive system consists also of digestive gland. First liver, second pancreas, and third salivary gland. Okay. Liver form bile juice, which is stored into the gallbladder, and through bile duct this bile juice comes into the small intestine. What is the function of bile juice? Bile juice helps in fat emulsification. Fat emulsification means breakdown of largest fat molecule into simple droplets of fat. Okay. Now, second, pancreas. Pancreas secretes pancreatic juice, which contains many enzymes. Trypsin, chymotrypsin, carboxypeptidase, pancreatic amylase, pancreatic lipase. So, trypsin and chymotrypsin is a protein digestive enzyme which digests protein into proteases plus peptones plus peptides. Pancreatic amylase, which is carbohydrate digestive enzyme, which digests polysaccharide into disaccharide. And pancreatic lipase, which digests fat into fatty acid and glycerol. Now, food comes into the last part of the small intestine. There are three parts of the small intestine: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. So, small intestine, the inner lining of a small intestine also contains intestinal gland, which secrete intestinal juice, which contain erepsin, which contains many enzymes. First of all, protein digestive enzyme erepsin, which digests protein, means proteases plus peptones into a simplest form amino acid. And also, small intestine consists intestinal amylase, which digests disaccharide, which is the complex form of carbohydrate, okay, into monosaccharide, means glucose. Now, last is intestinal lipase, which digests fat into fatty acid and glycerol. So now, also third, absorption. Till now, okay, till now we have studied about the digestion. Now absorption. How absorption takes place? Okay, so the inner lining of this small intestine contains millions of tiny finger-like projections known as microvilli. Microvilli increases the surface area for absorption. Microvilli enclosed by the blood vessels. That blood vessels absorb simplest digest form of food. Simplest form of food. Now, assimilation. From the blood, digested food absorbed. From the blood, digested food absorbed. Okay, and this absorbed food carried used by the cell for obtaining energy, for growth, for repair, etc. So, last is egestion. Once again, means in this way the food is completely digested. Okay. Now, egestion. Egestion means undigested part which is not absorbed by the small intestine comes into the large intestine. Large intestine contains no any enzyme. Okay, it absorbs much more water. So after absorption of water, the content becomes semi-solid, which is stored into the rectum and expelled at interval by the hands. So this is the digestive system, nutrition in human being. Thank you so much.